Hello all, this is Zimnala coming in for another adventure in the game of Demise, Rise of the Kutan. We're going to be picking up from last time. We had just had some really good runs in there. And yeah, our experiences were a little rough, but we got a few levels before I switched my dwarf up, so I think we can get some more solid exploration for a little while. Don't mind me, it's just become the most important time of day. It's become sandwich o'clock. So a little bit of my sandwich shouldn't last too much longer, so bear with me. But sandwich o'clock is a sacred time that is not to be interrupted by mere gaming. So I didn't want to wait too long before I came back either, so there's been a conflict of interest, and we're going to resolve it by just pushing through it. So it looks like it wants us to try talking to Giant King again. So I guess I'm game. No, we're not gonna deal with the warriors this time. We learned our lesson. They hit pretty hard. We don't need to deal with that smoke. We're talking to him again. You may have heard that there is something more powerful than Mythanite. Find a weapon made from this metal, and you'll have a weapon which none, save the specially enchanted, can resist. So let's try talking again. The wise old giant looks down at you. Have you run into the Pogs? If so, you have not figured out how to defeat them, you might have to try using your bare fists. Let's try again. The old giant looks at you with a grin. I see my old weapon is in good hands. Yep. So he notices that we're wearing it. Well, hopefully one of those is what it wanted us to learn. So we'll see when we get back to town, because he totally ran away. I didn't actually expect that it would recognize that we were wearing it. That's actually surprising. Now maybe it just notices that we have it. That seems like a more realistic hook, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Declan did some good stuff. I just didn't expect it in the spaghetti code this game was made out of that would be a hook that could be done. I mean, I haven't really talked about it that much, but the whole game is made in BASIC. Which is part of why the fact that it's 3D at all is so freaking amazing. No, I went too far. Okay, where is it? You might be wondering what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for the pyramid. Oh, how did I get so turned around? That's why I didn't see it. It's way up high. Alright. Run away. I don't know why I thought I was close to it. Well, easily solved, as you can see. Just gotta go for it. So we are gonna we're gonna try fighting the owls. So if you overland, you can always go up and down. So if we get punked, we can run. Yeah, see, that was actually pretty dangerous. We can potentially win. It will be pretty expensive. Maybe we'll do it once just for funsies, but we definitely as a group are gonna take some solid damage. They are at least just melee fighters, so they're not like gonna cast on us or anything, but as you can see, they did wreck us on the first round, so. But they are also really, really good experience, so that can be a reason to fight them in its own right. So yeah, we are here now.
Bye-bye.
It's crazy, you guys are actually getting smoked by some disease. Must be something pretty strong. Gonna see if we can't get some magic spells in here. I think Robot Kings is a new idea, new thing too. I don't think that's an item we've gotten. I don't mean new for the game, I mean new for us. I recognize the name. You know what? Maybe this is normal. Maybe this little room is the magic room that I was remembering. And the other one's all doubles. That's fair. Ah, crystal. Yeah, we're not gonna spend overly long in here because of all the draining enemies, but I'm not especially scared of them either. We did fight a long time when we only got a little bit drained. I don't need to borrow trouble. So we'll keep exploring the other parts of the floor, but that's kind of what I wanted to do here anyway. But these levels are really good for experience, so our levels should kind of fly by down here. Oh yeah, look at this. He's almost ready for that level up. That's wild. Oh man. Forgot we have to map the top. Well, at least it's giving us a lot of crystals. That's really convenient. You are not the Dragon King. Get out of here. Should kill him just for pretending to be the Dragon King, let alone anything else. Grimoire portals, that's what we wanted. Fantastic. Everything is good. I think we might want to give the one to Warlock. I mean, I know we're training Oni to be able to cast it, but the problem is that he won't be able to with what we have going on currently. He just doesn't have quite enough spells to utilize it. Whereas I think I might be able to squeak by with a really expensive cast on the dwarf. At least his mana is regenerating, so it'll usually be pretty full. And if not, I could go back and solve that with a few levels in Warlock, although I'd prefer not to. I do it for the portal spell though. And eventually we'll have all the guilds that can cast it learning it. Which I think is just two, that one and Explorer. But where we found one, we can find another, so. I know I said bail on the run immediately, but I've changed my mind. We can see this one through. We're close enough. I believe in us. That's gonna open up things to us. I mean, there'll still be a reason to have the Crystals of Mysticism. Don't get that twisted. They will be emergencies for our friends that can't cast the spell. These bears can poison them? That's crazy. Or was it disease? It might be disease. Or both. Wonder which one it was, because I think that was actually 3 different enemies. Oh, it's an anti-magic room. Okay. More lions. Alright, how's our map looking? Let's take a little peek at this. Okay, so the left side's all sorted now, just some spare areas in the middle and on the bottom right, so. That will make floor 24 sorted. And we already know that the way down is like halfway down on the right side, so we know the way down to 25 at least. Well, the Oni is so close to being able to level up, but I think it might be a little too late. But maybe. There's still a chance. How did you get hurt so much? Something hit Trixie like a truck. And I didn't see what it was. New boots? I hope it's something good. Now the question is, do we want to kick around until the Oni is ready to level up once? Might as well, we're here. Oh, it's the Griffins again. Yeah, they didn't seem to do anything other than breathe fire and critical hit again, so I think that might just be their things. Look, we got to what we wanted. Guess it's time for us to return. Bam, 2 levels there. Bam, bam. Oh, we got another one of these. That's great. So we needed more of these bracers. That's going to be real good for us. We gained about another 70,000 towards her level. Oh, we don't have one of these bedazzlement. I think that's an even higher level ring than we've seen. That's cool. What you got going on? 153? Yeah, I think this is just a higher level than the other one, but let's take a look. That's 15 plus 1, 1 and 1. Well, this might actually be higher in stats in one way, but not in the other. This has Protect 20 though, so that could be good for us. Let's see what the stat difference is with this, though. You neutral? You're neutral. Let's put you to good. Okay. So 235, 291. Oh, you're not actually high enough level to do that. That's right, you were never that high level. Okay. You can't test this, then we'll give it to the next best, which at this point would be the Oni. Okay. So we're gonna go from 310, 339. So it is a technical stat decrease of 3 attack, but 5 more protect. So I want to say that's just less damage you take per hit, so that could still be really useful. It also raises our charisma, which reduces the chances that enemies initiate fights. Also increases the chances that they join us. That could be useful for getting enemies to not... Like, specifically that would help us with like the toxic fungi and whatnot, because they'd be less likely to just melt us. That would be nice. We don't need any melting. I'll take the 3 less attack for that. So what does this have going on? So this is a general purpose cloak. So this is the next level up from the silver cloak we got. So this right here, this cloak. So that's not the right cloak, but it has 95% drain resistance and 2 dexterity. So it's got really good drain resistance. So it is class restricted, so the only one that could theoretically use it is a warrior that's going above and beyond. So we are going to basically put this on hold. But it will immediately be useful at that point. But these bracers are already useful for one of our friends, so... Who wants it first? You already have it, so you are going to want this next level. I think it's 153, right? Yes, so this is going to be a next level adventure for her. So this is a better pair of boots than we had too, and none of us could use it, but this is the best one that I believe was in the original game. These boots of traveling. So I'll be interested to see if there's anything better. I believe there probably is. There's been better of a lot of things. But this is for warrior and warlock and that, so we're going to actually... Well, we have to change to magi anyway, so let us... Well, actually, I don't care about the other one as much, but... You're already doing a magic guild, so you're not going to have to change your equipment very much. So let's move you over and change you to your warlock. So the base level is 228, so yeah, you'll be able to wear that. I mean, cast that. That's all that I care about, is that it's castable. I was just seeing which ones I wanted to think about next. But yeah, we're gonna have to put our stuff back on, and that's fine. Oh, another... yeah. I don't know if we had one of these in storage. I'm gonna put it in our cursed item pile at some point. Since there's really no chance of us ever casting it by accident, I think it's fine to just put this right on our bar in the back. So it costs us 143 to cast that, so that's still very reasonable. Everyone good on stuff? I'll put this in the bank. Don't want a thief to steal it before we can wear it, you know? That's gonna really help us out in the future. Hey, we got a potion of intelligence. That's cute. Alright, so we can get another round in. Well... well, there we go. Everyone should be all set. Now we don't have to worry about running out of crystals, so we conserved what we had for long enough to get past the point of needing them. So that was a very successful plan. We never even had to farm them. We just saved what we had. So yeah. What are you? Anemones? You guys are enemies, aren't you? Oh, right. This is actually not the deep area. I thought it was a new enemy in the deep area. I was like, what is going on? You know, I didn't check if we had finished the giant quest, but he also wouldn't have respawned either, so I don't feel too bad about not checking it. Yeah, we can just go through this wall. 0 tree should work. Bam. So I didn't check how much experience they even need, so yeah. We are going to actually shove them up front, because they can take it. No, that's not the reason. It's because they need more experience. I'm kidding. I'll have a real reason, I promise. Here's more griffins. Oh, they breathe cold too. They breathe both fire and cold. What level is our cleric? Level 60? Yeah, we can easily go up to like 90 or something without any problem. There are other things to note, is that we could easily clear the water area in this place without any troubles with our other classes. So it's not like we're going to be banished from the deep, we're just going to have to do it a little differently. Avoid the big draining areas. I mean, we've mapped everywhere, we should know where the good areas are, you know? There was almost no undead until we got this deep anyway. Those guys did not want to go down, did they? Oh wow, we're actually leveling way faster than I thought with them, so maybe they need to still be in the back. Maybe they're just too strong. Giant boy too strong?
Cool.
Another Blood of Ages. And another Blood of Ages. Oh boy. Well, it's not like it won't ever come in handy. We'll probably start saving them soon because there will be enemies that actually age you when they hit you. That's gonna be a problem eventually. A new Treatise of Soul Withering. That's a new spell. I don't believe we have that one either. Sounds like another Morkel damaging spell. If I was gonna guess, I'd say it's the wider spread one that does very little damage but hits a whole bunch of targets.
Cool.
And another Blood of Ages. Hilarious. Do we need to explore this floor anymore? Did we finish? Nope, we have a little bit to do. It's on the right side and in the middle. So yeah, we're gonna spend a little time doing that too, I guess. Good, it hasn't even cleared. That will make it go faster. Oh, sure, get in the pile. All knights in the pile. Oh no, our knight ran away. Whatever will we do? These are actually squires, I believe, I think. They can actually be a little dangerous because they come in such a big group. They have good critical hit and other stuff that makes them a little spicy. But they all got in the dead pile, and that's all that matters. Well, now it's just throwing them at us. Crystal mysticism after crystal mysticism. I don't know what's going on in this room, so we're gonna approach it from this side. I forget if it's a lair or not, because it looks suspicious, so we're gonna come take a peek-see doodle at it. Well, that guy cast a good spell on us. So these demons are spellcasters. Oh, that's right. Oni's actually gonna have spells again, because he is gaining levels. So that one level up saved him 11 spell points when he cast his initial spells on us, so. Well, it's not a lair, but it is anti-magic, so. I wonder if that magic, that portal goes somewhere, but I'm also not going to experiment with it at this point. Maybe if I really want to know in the future and I've explored everywhere else, I'll start poking around random portals that I don't need to. Because basically by the time I'm here, like, I have teleport. I can teleport almost anywhere I want to. I don't need these portals to get me around, so. Alright, that room is finally mapped. Oh, it's on the other character. That's fine. Well, we got some more of these bad Larrys. And we are almost pinned. That's a big old group of wolves. We're also almost done mapping this floor though, so I might still do that first. Might as well finish it. I'm not going to count that little spot in the room below us as the part of this floor because it's basically part of the next floor instead. You can just get it when we do the next floor. Big old group of those guys, that would actually be dangerous like the other one actually was. We fought our way through them. Like I said, they are kind of dangerous. I wasn't wrong. Do we want to step foot in there? All I see is a dragon. I think we're fine. So I will step foot in it just to get the next floor's entrance on the map. And bam, we are back here. Look at that, we became the new guild master finally. Hilarious. So we have received the level 88 quest for Explorer. What do you want us to do, our buddy? After you finish your training, Tarnon approaches you. Hail, fellow adventurer. After the last successful quest, I'm not afraid to ask you to bring me back anything. This time it's a weird one. He laughs. The council has a bet. One of the lead members has bet that a specific item does not exist. The other member insists that it does. Funny part is that the member who doesn't believe it exists has a daughter that the son of the member who does say it does exist wants to marry. The bet is that if the item is found, the daughter can marry the son. Needless to say, there's some emotional turmoil here. It's kind of fun to watch, though. Scratch his head. For reward, if you do find this item, I'll give you my sphere of dislocation. It will help you untravel the depths. He begins to walk away. Oh, the item is called Dallin's Grin. I think we've had a few of these in our life. I may have even put a couple away. I think I did that. Here's one. Have the one in my pocket. Bam. Tarnon takes the item from your hand. Now that's an odd thing if I've ever seen one. He laughs. Congratulations. You're now responsible for a family brawl. He laughs as he hands you a sphere of dislocation. I can't wait to see the look on the face of Garnock when I hand this to him. Tarnon waves in the air and mock, bye-bye, Gloria. Oh boy. Spicy. So we're going to get our levels up here as well. They're going to get some new items they can play with. And they are now only 214,000 away from being there. So that's already 500,000 off the pinning thing, so. The adventure continues. So we got another one of these. Is this the same thing? No, this is actually something new. Let's look at this. This is a sorcerer-only dagger. Yep, it regenerates your spell points by 20. Adds 5 to intelligence, 5 to wisdom. Pretty high modifier for damage. Has poison and electrocute. But this is a level 611. That's wild. That'll take a little bit to get to. That's fun. It's good to see there's new things in the depth. Here's a new axe. It's cursed. What do you got going on? Well, You give a -1 to Dex, but other than that, it don't seem so cursed. Huh. I wonder if it like makes you lose hit points over time or something, but I'm gonna put it in storage in case we get a quest for it or something. Like a bounty. So we actually got a pure Mythonite from something other than the Dwarven Lords, so my previous theory that it could only be from Dwarven Lords has been proven incorrect. Interesting. So yeah, we can turn this in. This should be a new spell. Am I right? Morkel Alchemy. Yep, this is the one that hits a whole bunch of enemies, so we'll look at that real quick. So yeah, this isn't the same one that gives us like Hell Spray. This is the next level down. So we'll look at Hell Spray. That's 28. Costs us 34 right now. This is 10. This is 53. So that hits 16 enemies. So this one hits 24 enemies. 25-10. So it has very slightly higher damage, but it hits almost twice as many enemies. So that's the one if you have like really ridiculously high group counts. But yeah, let's fuse these together and put these in storage. I suppose we also put a few in the bank, didn't we? Let's just all hand those over. Anyone else sitting on these? Let's put them in one place. Nope. Okay. All aboard the blood pile. What do you mean you're not identified? Jeez. But yep, we're sitting on 5 of them. Let's put it into the pile. Okay, so that went well. So we have another adventure to go on. We are going to actually uncurse this. And we are going to switch over and work on our cleric. Alright, let's turn in our spell, see if it's something new. Yep. So that is Resurrect. So this is a higher level spell than Raise Dead. So I think this raises you at full hit points instead. I think you also need to do this if someone dies of complications. Something like that. So that is going to be a more expensive version of that. So Raise Dead costs 20, but Resurrect... So we have Stone to Flesh, that costs 27. But Resurrect costs 110. But I think you heal at full. And I think it works if you have complications. But look at this XP requirement, so... We're definitely going to be sitting up front with the best of them. So that's a spicy requirement, but their penalty is almost fully maxed out. So if we break this one down, we'll probably never have to do another penalty for cleric at least. I give this warrior a better, like the dwarf, a better chance of clearing it quicker than this one. We also have a whole bunch more attack defense from just lots of levels of warrior, so this is not gonna be difficult at all. It's just gonna take a little time. So we'll put our crest away. We will start getting items that we will need for this. So some of these aren't going to be in use for a hot minute, so they're just gonna sit in here. So then let's consider what we could wear. And then we will go through it and make sure we're wearing what we want to. We might have not actually upgraded it in a hot minute, so we'll take an examination of it, you know? I know we definitely have a better dagger to grab. Alright, so as for armor, we are wearing this one. So this is the next level up. We can wear this, so we are going to wear this. Bam, improvement. And the first shield we can wear is actually this one, so that's a long time away. As for hats, we're wearing defense. Can we wear protection? No, too expensive. Can we wear this? Also not ready, so that could be worn in about 8 levels. Okay. Gloves, gloves, gloves. So we're using that one. The next one's pretty far down, so we're nowhere close to it. Good to know. We got a white cloak. I think we can wear this one, so we're gonna upgrade. You do have an advantage in that our natural drain is 90%, so if they take the hits from the undead, they'll actually save the group a lot of pain right now. So that's another reason to keep them up front. So this is going to be at level 83. This is also at 83, so that's a ways away. How about boots? We got good boots. Not yet. 8 levels. Yeah, I don't think we can do anything with the other parts. Okay. I think we're in good form. Yeah, now it's just down to whatever amount of EXP these two need, so that's gonna definitely get sped up, hopefully. But yeah, I am going to take another break. I'll be back in about 10 minutes and we will do one more round of adventures. So I'll see you in a bit. Take care.